Hi guys, let's see create a demo for how to create a jar file out of Proto file. Let's start. I'm going to create a simple Gradle project here. I'll just name it as Proto demo from for jar and then say finish. Let's see. Here we have a project with the name Proto demo for jar and it's compiling. Once done, you will see this kind of structure. It's a Java project by default here, and let's follow the guidelines that are there in the blog. I'm going to open uh, let's start adding data to it. So the first thing is we need to add, let's start by adding a build script tag that where we'll define the repositories from where the dependency can be downloaded. In this case, we have to mention the class path. Um, we'll say dependencies and class path. We'll add a dependency that will point to Protobuf Gradle plugin. So its name is com.protobuf com.google.protobuf and then protobuf Gradle plugin, and version is 0.8.12, and if we refresh we'll see it's all good. So we have added the dependency. Next thing we want to add is we want to apply the plugin that is part of this to the project. So I'll say apply plugin, uh, and the name of the plugin is com.google.protobuf. And once we apply the plugin, we'll see that uh, in others you will see all these new tasks being added, which are part of this plugin. So that's it. So we have applied the Gradle plugin to the project. Now let's create a sample proto file. To do that, we'll create a directory with the name Proto. And once we create a directory, it acts as a source directory. So we just mark it as source here, and then we'll create a package inside it saying shopping.cart, for example. In this case, now once we have this package, we will create a cart.proto file. Now with this cart.proto file, we have to define a syntax, and we can say syntax for this proto is proto 3. So we'll say syntax equals to proto 3, and then we'll give a package name to it. It's, for example, it's shopping.cart here, and we can add options that can guide the Java compiler and the protobuf compiler to generate the classes accordingly. For example, I want to say com.shopping.cart as the package name and not just shopping.cart. Another option is I can say multiple files equals to true, where it generates multiple class files whenever you have multiple definitions of message here. So let's create a simple message saying message add item, and in this I'll say its IDs one and a string maybe name. So that's it. So we have a sample proto file here. Now we want to create compile this file to a Java file. To do that, we'll say generate proto. Once we run this, we can go to build and see the generated source file. We'll see it has add item, add cart.java and all those things. If you see the code, this is a compiler generated code. So yeah, there's a lot of code there, and now we need to create a jar out of it, because this Java file uses some code that is that belongs to Google's workspace namespace. So we need to add corresponding jar to our build. So we'll go to dependencies section and say implementation, and then we will add implementation here. So the dependency for this would be com dot google dot protobuf and protobuf Java. We can give a version here 3.11.4, and that's it. When you refresh it, it will add the dependency, and after adding the dependency, if we run the jar task, we should see a jar being added to the libs. That's it. So this is our jar, and if we go and find, let's see what the content of the jar is. If we go inside, we'll um, see the package structure and the class files that are generated. That's it for the demo. Thank you.